Alright, welcome back to the Rising Empires League. And we've got Team Chimps versus Hot Dog is Not a Sandwich. With Hot Dog featuring Core as the light blue Chinese player. Salami playing as Corvus Corax, the blue Rus player. Up against Team Chimps with Marine Lord, the red trunks English player, and our yellow trunks Rus player in Beastie QT playing as Dot. So the man formerly known as Beastie QT. I don't know if he intends to keep the name Dot though, or if it's just to make commentators' lives hard trying to actually find his games. So we're here on Baltic. Our players all going for an early dock. They'll be eager to get fishing. And transition from fishing into a warship economy, warship army. Obviously their land economy will really be around gold and food then. I mean gold and wood then. Food becoming, much less of an obstacle while you've got control of the water. But once you start to lose control of it, you've really got to put your foot down, either on the land or on the water. So it can be quite tough to manage both. And I really like the water gameplay of AoE 4, to be honest. Like, personally, I think, AoE 2 and AoE 4 water gameplay is great. AoEOs is quite nice too. AoE 3's just seems a bit weird. Like, the ships just seem really expensive and people generally just fish and not worry about taking the fight to each other on the water. And then AOM's is just boring. I don't know how else to put it. I just really don't like the water gameplay in AOM. I really like land army gameplay, personally. But I mean, we're all different. We've all got our own preferences. But AoE 2 and AoE 4 with the demolition boats, it's a hell of a battle because at any point, 2 or 3 of these little suckers, which are cheaper than your regular warships, can like decimate the center of an army, take out a couple of times their value worth, really turn things around, or really turn a struggling fight into a really bad one for someone. Look at how close all these hunts are though, that's unreal. So we've got 2 Rus players. Probably should keep track of how much gold they're getting here. Salami up to 220 there. Beastie up to 140. So Beastie trailing Salami here. But it's only early. And he's still got this one back here to clear. And it looks like it's pretty much unopposed. But the spawns of these 3 hunts here, man, like, that's ridiculously close. I mean, either player could look at going for it, really, because, I mean, Core, he's China, so he probably is going to want to put a second town center in the middle of one of them. But at the same time, Salami, being Rus, he'll be able to get a little bit of extra gathering rate out of it. And I mean, Logic fishing boats, they don't have to drop off, unlike regular boats. And you can just convert them into warships when you need warships. In fact, Salami squeezing in a transport ship. Beastie's just sending across a fishing ship. I'm assuming these guys have brought these so that they can just convert them straight into galleys or attack ships. This way they can actually start training straight out of the dock, as well as have this galley already out on the water. Oh no. Well, you're not quite able to squeeze it in resources wise, but it definitely seems to save you a couple of seconds and at least streaming this across, because as we can see, Beastie's already managed to steal or snipe 1 fishing boat off Core here. That's Salami. Lodge galley. Well, actually, he's gone lodge your attack ship. So he's able to take a much better fight there than Beastie, who's just retreating for now. So the Lodger fishing boat being turned into an attack ship. It's just continuing to make more fishing boats. The boats actually take a lot longer to train. Doesn't look like Salami's upgrading any of those for the moment. Oh, and the proxy barracks here by Marine Lord. He's going for Man-at-Arms. Just as he's aging up. Well, just as he's aged up here. So he's a man after my own heart. Man-at-Arms first on English with the proxy barracks. What a legend. But Marine Lord sort of just got Salami chasing him with the militia for the time being. I don't know if he's really going to get anything out of this. Just going to train up some more men-at-arms in the meanwhile, though. Well, on the water, it's all happening. Oh, that'd be why he wasn't paying attention to his man-at-arms. Oh! Really nice hit there. A lot of ships getting very low off that one demo ship. The boat's able to repair that war junk through it. So a couple of them will go down. And this time, Marine Lord is going to be able to harass the gold mine uninterrupted, it seems. It's going to be painful for Core because he's going to want to be able to gather gold so he can get warships. Beastie going up to a third dock now. Got 2 docks apiece for both our players of a hot dog is not a sandwich. We've got 3 docks for Beastie. Only one for, oh, 2 for Marine Lord, sorry, I was going to say only 1. I know he's managed to fit it in. One for the second. He's only gone for 2 men-at-arms. He lost one with the first set of militia, but now there's another 2 pairs of militia here on this man-at-arms. And I think Marine Lord's just going to probably do the same thing. Not worry about if he loses it, just because he's denying his opponent's gold anyway. And he's forcing Salami to use all of his charges of his levy militia. You know, so he's going to lose all 4 of them in about 80 seconds. And in the meanwhile, looks like Team Chimps is just amassing as big of a navy as they can. Bearing in mind, Beastie can always just convert a lot of those fishing ships into a warship. So the man-at-arms goes down. A third one finally sneaking past. Barbican's pretty much finished. So Marine Lord's going to want to get him out of there. At the same time, be a bit careful of these war junks. So he does end up getting picked off. So Marine Lord hasn't really gotten a huge amount of value out of that third man-at-arms. I think the first 2... Oh, yeah. No, there's another militia charge used for that. But at the end of the day, the militia charge is only a third of the cost of a man-at-arms. So... to see if this barracks ends up being useful at all later. A pair of houses there for Beastie. No bowman production yet for Marine Lord. He's just adding another stables. I mean, another dock, sorry. Stables. Ugh. Had stables in the brain. I was thinking, oh, is someone going to have stables? Surely someone's going to have horsemen by now. Because I can imagine that's probably not too far away. Although our players are eager to make sure that they've got dominance on the water. But Marine Lord, he's going to be able to keep creating a couple of men-at-arms and try and harass. Maybe take out these villagers and try and hit the wood line over here. But Core and Salami are going for it. They're pushing Marine Lord right up next to his dock. They're Beastie coming in with some of his demolition ships. He's converted a couple more to demo ships, some to galleys, and one to an attack ship as well. So a nice mix of the 3 warships there out of what was formerly his fishing boats. It looks like Salami has lost a lot of his navy here, and of course now pushing in with his demo ships, but he's not really able to get a lot. Well, yeah, the man-at-arms production's restarted. Again, no one's really trying to harass anyone with stables or anything. It's really just this man-at-arms pressure. Well, they are getting low because Marine Lord's made a bit of a mistake with rallying him quickly around there. He probably wanted to take the long way round, just conserve a bit of health and use them to try and fight the villagers here. But if he can house Core at the moment, it could be pretty annoying to deal with. On top of that, wood gatherers having to try and gather from as close to the Barbican as possible. And I think they're actually still a little bit too far away. It's just that Marine Lord's not wanting to overstay in case Salami does use his militia, and he is going to bring them over. That village is going to be in a bit of trouble. And Team Chimps is now pushing forward on the water. So Core and Salami are forced back to sit on top of the docks for that health regeneration. And, you know, the little bit less travel time you've got for reinforcements. These demo ships not quite able to go all the way there. But I think a couple of those fishing boats were taken out in the process too. Here we go, some more demolition ship hits. Not quite getting any kills there with those really tanky boats, but taking them quite low. And again, they are definitely the cheapest warships. It looks like militia have taken out one of the man-at-arms there. There are some more, and now the militia have died, so the man-at-arms are free to push up again. There we go, so one more of the warships goes down there to a demo ship. Demo ships going in there. A little bit of value. Man, this water battle is just constant. But explosive junk does actually take out one of the attack ships. Now Beastie is going at it. I mean, so Marine Lord's going at it again with his man-at-arms. So forcing Core to garrison a lot. And Core is actually just surrendering with that. He hasn't managed to add anything on the land through all this, and GG. Chimps takes the series 3-0.